Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you want to get some last minute Christmas baking done, I'm going to be sharing my recipe for an eggless black cake. For all of you who have requested an eggless black cake recipe, here is your recipe and I hope you all enjoy. We're going to start out by mixing all of our dried ingredients. So in a small bowl, I have my all-purpose flour in here, and on top of that, I'm going to be going in with some baking powder. A little word about the baking powder. For this recipe in particular, it is a little bit on the denser side because we're using applesauce as an egg replacement. So if you wanted it to be a little lighter in texture, you can add in a little bit more baking powder than what I'm adding. As usual, the full list of ingredients and measurements will be left in the description box right below this video, so make sure you check those out and adjust accordingly. And into the flour and baking powder, I'm also going to be going in with a pinch of salt, as well as some cinnamon and some ground nutmeg. So in my stand mixer here, I'm going in with my softened unsalted butter, and I'm also going to be going in with my brown sugar. And then on top of that, I'm also going to go in with my mixed essence. You can also use vanilla or almond extract, or both if you want. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cream this together, so this way everything is light, fluffy, and very pale in color. You also want that sugar to dissolve for the most part. So I ended up switching to a bowl with my hand mixer, so this way I can show you guys a little better of what you're looking for. Basically, you're looking for something that is lighter and fluffy in texture. And after about 6 minutes of mixing together the butter, sugar, and the mixed essence, you're going to see that it's fluffy and it is ready to add in the other ingredients. Once the butter and sugar are creamed together, we're going to go in with our soaked fruits. Now these are the soaked and ground fruits that I made last year during Christmas time. So I have those, that's why they're nice and rich and dark in color. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hand mixer again, and I'm just going to mix them really well with the butter and the sugar until it's well combined. And once those fruits are mixed in, it is time to go in with the egg replacement. We're going to be using some applesauce today. Now, as usual, the ingredients and the measurements will be in my description right below this video, so make sure you check that out before you put this recipe together. But applesauce really made the best replacement only because it added some moisture to the cake, and it also did not add too much of a flavor and change the taste of the cake. Once all of that applesauce is mixed in very well with the wet ingredients, it is time to introduce the dried ingredients to the mixture. As you guys can see, I'm adding it in 2 batches, so this way everything mixes in very evenly. And I'm also not using my mixer for this part, I'm just folding it in, so this way we don't have a tough cake in the end. And my cake mixture is pretty dark already, but what I'm going to do is add in some browning, just so this way I can get it a little bit darker. After all, we are making black cake. And once you add in enough browning to your liking so you get the color that you like, it is time to put this into your pan to put in the oven. So I have a 9-inch pan here that I buttered and floured very well so nothing sticks. And I'm going to add about 3/4 of the batter in here. And then I have 2 smaller pans. I believe they're about 4 inches in diameter. And I'm going to put the rest of my batter between the 2 of them. If you wanted to, you can make 2 small cakes. You can do what I'm doing here, or you can make an even larger cake. If you have a 10-inch or 11-inch pan, this batter will fit in there perfectly. But all I'm going to do now is pop these cakes into my oven that I've preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And the small cakes will bake for about an hour. And then the large cake, I remember I took it out about an hour and a half into the cooking process. But basically, once you stick a toothpick in and the toothpick comes out clean and it is no longer gooey, then you are good to go and the cake is done. And after an hour and a half, my eggless black cake was done. I went ahead and I checked it with the toothpick, and it is no longer wet and gooey in the middle. And just like any other type of black cake, as soon as it comes out of the oven, you need to douse it in your favorite type of alcohol or liquor. Today I'm going to be going on with some sherry because that's what I have on hand, but if you wanted to use wine, rum, dark rum, whatever the case is, feel free to go ahead and put that on. So my cake has cooled completely, and once it cools completely, it is ready to be served. So all I'm doing is I'm cutting out a big slice, and I'm going to give this a taste and enjoy my eggless black cake. Now for any of you guys who cannot have eggs because of dietary restrictions, religious reasons, or even just preference, this recipe is absolutely perfect for you. Again, I just wanted to be inclusive, and I wanted everybody to enjoy a nice piece of black cake this Christmas season. If you all enjoyed this recipe today, please don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet, and of course, drop those comments down below. I hope each and every one of you have a safe, happy, and joyful holiday season. I'll see you all again with another one of my recipes. Bye, everyone.